I got a 10-week internship at Signature Consultants, an IT staffing company based out of Fort Lauderdale, Florida. They opened their doors back in 1997, and really what makes Signature a lot different than other staffing companies and IT staffing companies in general is their relationship-based model. It's one of those things that they value the relationships between their clients and their consultants more than the money aspect. So it is kind of one of the things that factor into the large growth and potential of the company. I started at Signature at the end of May. Started my 10-week internship at the end of May. That is where I moved to Nashville, where they were opening up a brand new office. It opened up in April. Me and another intern, Michael, were the first interns to sit in the office. So that was a really cool experience, being able to open up a brand new office in the Music City and be able to be in Nashville and kind of take that all on. I worked about 40 hours a week for 10 weeks. Obviously, 40 hours a week is kind of give or take, just based on with sales. Being in the sales world, being in the recruiting world, you kind of have to work all around the clock, be able to make calls and kind of check your phone all times of the day just to make sure you're not missing out on any opportunities. Since the office was so brand new to Nashville, we had a small rented out WeWork space where myself, the other intern, Abigail, the account manager, and Ashley, the senior recruiter, sat. The largest benefit of kind of just being able to be in a small space was the ability to shadow everything that Ashley and Abigail did on a day-to-day basis. It was a really good glimpse of what working at Signature full-time would be like, being able to see kind of how they operate their days, how they operate their schedules, and seeing just kind of a glimpse into their lives and a glimpse into the full-time work. And also see if we would be more interested in recruiting or the sales aspect of it, and also to see how they collaborate with each other. We had a hybrid schedule for most of the time, so that means we would take Mondays and Fridays to work at home, and then during the middle of the week we'd reconvene. Every morning we started off with a top 10, which is where we go over new jobs on the boards and stuff like that. I live right across the street from the office. Just was lucky to be able to find something there, so commuting has never really been a problem. My team was, like I said, pretty small. It was me, another intern, Abigail, the account manager, who's also my supervisor, and then Ashley, the senior recruiter, who also did a lot to assist with my day-to-day and also showed me a lot of the ropes. Abigail, I helped out a lot on client visits. Also, I was able to kind of be able to work with her, and she would show me job opportunities that are open in the market, and I would look at those and try to find candidates that morning and then reconvene with her later that day to show her some of the resumes I gathered. Ashley was a senior recruiter, so she kind of showed me the ropes with the database and how to navigate it, how to look for good candidates, what makes a candidate good. Also, she kind of helped me out when I was on calls, when I was making calls to candidates, and she showed me kind of some of the things to say, some of the stuff to point out, and thereon and so forth. Every day we would pretty much be in conversation. There was never a day that we weren't discussing. Even if we were hybrid, we would be getting on the phone with each other, just making sure that the day's going well and we're getting to work. Abigail was, like I said, my main supervisor and also the mentor that I had for a lot of the internship. Now, two of my biggest challenges were gathering the confidence on the phones. Obviously, coming from not really making too many phone calls to making about 50 to 60 a day is a big jump. And so with that, it's I got to gain confidence and be able to know what to kind of say on the phone and how to grab attention to the listener. Also, another big challenge was learning the IT lingo. I come from a background of not really working with technology, not being tech savvy. So having to put in the time and effort just to kind of study some of this new language to me was definitely huge and was definitely a big impact on my career. And the more I did study it, the more I did do some research on some of the tech languages, the better I was at doing my job and working in the internship. The most fun part about my internship had to be the sales competitions. We had 2 sales competitions throughout my 10-week internship. There was about 45 interns at Signature Consultants all across the country. So that gave us kind of a branch of people to kind of compete against and also to learn from them. So it was really cool being able to do that. I myself did not win either of the competitions, but it was awesome to be able to compete and also to get all that feedback back to me and kind of see where I can work and see what I can do best to excel next time. The other most fun part was just being able to move to a new city, and especially Nashville. Just having Nashville's expanding like crazy, so to be able to be here while that's all happening is awesome. And all the events that happen in town and all the different stuff and activities that Nashville has to offer was just really a great experience for me. There was really never a dull moment, and that was like one of the most fun parts about having this internship this year, and I'm really grateful for it. After completing my internship, I've gained a lot of valuable experience, but being able to say that I could move myself to a new city by myself and not know anybody, not know what I'm doing, brand new job, brand new world, and just being able to kind of experience that and work full time, it really kind of showed me like a glimpse of entering the new world after college, and kind of seeing what I like about that. And if I didn't like it, what should I try next? And also be able to work in my first kind of big sales role, being able to see how that world works, how the sales world works. It was definitely a very valuable and a good experience. I'm happy I got to have. I believe walking into my senior year, I found like a newfound respect for responsibility, just kind of seeing how being that responsible person and having like doing that all while organizing and making sure that I'm on top of things. It's just something that can lead to success in my career, and I've seen it through the internship itself. So I did very much enjoy my time. The 10 weeks was something I probably will never forget, and I look forward to any endeavors I have with the company in the future, and also the city of Nashville. It was a great 10 weeks.